Hi everyone, this is my simple battle game created using Java and GUI. So I will explain you how this code or this game works step by step. So first of all, this program starts by importing Java libraries such as this, like this Java, AWT, and something etc. And these are used for drawing graphics, handling keyboard input, storing moving objects like bullets and enemies, generating random enemy positions, and creating the game window. After that, the class simple battle game is created, which extends JPAN and implements action listener and key listener, so it can update the game continuously and detect keyboard input. So here. Next, the program defines the main variable for the game, the width and height. Control the size of the game window. The player the player is represented using player X, player Y, and player speed, which control position and movement. The player's health is stored in player health here, while score tracks how many enemies are destroyed. And the score, this is the score, how to track the score. The game over boolean is used to stop the game. When the player dies, two array lists are created. And two array lists are created, one for bullets and one for enemies, which allow the game to handle multiple objects dynamically. So if you die, it will show you a here. I use boolean to use the game over, and two arrays for the bullets and one for the enemies. And next is the constructor. The game window is created using gframe here, where the title size, close operation, and resize settings are configured. The window is then centered and made visible. The game panel is added to the frame and keyboard input is enabled using key listener. So here guys, I use the J-frame and added, and this is the center the window, so I add a comment because sometimes I forgot to explain this one. And next is the background is set to black background na guys, to match the space shooter style in the space like that. After that, the game creates 5 enemies using a loop, and the spawn enemy here method. Finally, the game loop is started using a swing timer set to 16 milliseconds, which makes the game update around 60 times per second. This one guys, this is the game loop. So the spawn enemy method is responsible for creating enemies. It generates a random X and Y position, where X starts outside the right side of the screen. So enemies move toward the player. Each enemy is stored as a rectangle object and added to the enemy list. So it will spawn right side of the screen. After that, the restart game method resets everything when the player presses R. So if you press R, it will automatically restart after if you lose. It restores health to 100, resets score to 0, everything will be reset. And the paint component graphics method handles all the drawing in the game. It first clears the screen, then enables anti-aliasing for smoother graphics. It draws the score at the top left, then draws the health bar using a green rectangle that changes size depending on the player's health. So depends on the player's health. Yes, after that, it draws the player as a triangle shape using a polygon, bullet as yellow rectangle, and the enemies as red. I changed the yellow guys to cyan, so I made it cyan. enemies are red circles. If the game is over, it displays a dark overlay with game over text or show message and and our instruction to restart or exit the game. So here, if you press R to play again, then press SC to exit. That will show you if you lose or it's game over, if you are dead already. So the action performed method is the main game loop where all movement and logic happen. It first checks if the game is over and stops updates if true. Here. So then it handles player movement based on WASD keys while preventing the player from leaving the screens. Bullets move forward every frame and are removed if they go off screen. So enemies move left toward the player, and collision detection checks if the enemies hit the player or if bullet hit enemies. If the player is hit, health decreases and the enemy responds. If health reaches 0, the game ends. If bullets hit enemies, both are removed and score increases and a new enemy spawns. So if you hit the enemy, it will basically kill the enemy and it will spawn new enemy. So here the player collision and the bullet collision. This one. I use for loop. And next is the key pressed method. Handler handles user input. So this one is the WASD and space for if you shoot the creates the bullet. If you click space, it will create a bullet and kill the enemies. And R for restart the game after losing, and escape for closes the program. And the key release method stops movement when keys are released, making movement smooth and controlled. So basically it will making the movement smooth lang. Key released. And after that, the main method starts the game using swing utilities invoked later. To ensure the game runs safely on the swing thread, this launches the whole application and opens the game window. And now I'm gonna try to run the code so that you can see. So here, this is the AWSD and spacebar to shoot, and if you collide into the enemy, it will minus your health bar or decrease your health bar. Oh, and let's try to get killed. Oh, this is the one that I'm talking, that game over, and if you press R to play again, you can press R. Then if you don't want to play again, you can press escape. So just press R. So you can play again. I'm still improving this game, guys, so don't worry. I'm gonna post something new. And that's it. And I hope you understand, guys. I'm sorry, guys, if you didn't see the game because I'm using OBS and lock the screen. Wait for a second, guys. So I'm gonna switch this to here and go here, and I will run it again. So this is the game, and yeah, basically that's it. Just playing game using AWSD. You can move around, and if you get killed, it will show you the game over message dialog, and press R to play again, press escape to exit, and if you click R, you can play again, and basically you want to move forward. I'm still working on this, guys. add image and add more. I'm trying to fix this, and that's it. If you click press escape, exit, and it will basically exit the code. And I hope you understand, guys. Hi guys, this is me, and I know even though the game works, I know there's still improvement I can make, especially on optimizing collision handling, improving enemy behavior, and making the code cleaner and more efficient. I'm still learning Java step by step, so this project is part of my growth and understanding object-oriented programming, GUI development, and basic game mechanics. I plan to keep improving this code as I learn and more advanced concept in Java and game development. So this is me, Christian J. Carpina, and first year B student. Thank you guys.